FortiCloud Identity and Access Management, or IAM, is a service that lets you manage your FortiCloud account, create additional users, and use permission profiles to set access permissions for all FortiCloud services. Once you log into your FortiCloud account, you can access IAM from any FortiCloud service. In the top bar, select Service and then IAM. On the left navigation panel, use the IAM Users menu to view and create users. Use the IAM user groups to manage groups of users. The Migrate sub-user menu is for migrating users from the legacy user model to IAM. The Permission Profiles menu is for creating access profiles for FortiCloud services. And the Account Settings menu is used for two-factor authentication. IAM users are users with web access to one or more FortiCloud services. Before we create users, we must first set up a permission profile, so we can associate the permission profile with users later. A permission profile lets you specify access to FortiCloud portal resources and grant service-specific permissions to all types of users and user groups. A default system-generated profile is available, and it grants full access to asset management, IAM, and support services. Let's add a new permission profile. Click Add New, type a name and description, and click Add Portal to set up access permissions. We can select all portals or choose a few portals. For this profile, let's select Asset Management, FortiCare, FortiCASB, FortiGate Cloud, FortiLAN Cloud, and IAM itself. Now, for each of these services, we can enable the access and select the access type. For example, we can select Admin for Asset Management and Read Only for FortiGate Cloud. For FortiCare, a few additional resource level permissions are available for selection. Select Admin permissions for the rest of the services and click Submit. Once a profile is created, we can view the profile. The Assign To tab shows the users assigned to the permission profile. Because this is a new permission profile, no users are assigned yet. Now, let's go to the IAM Users menu and click Add IAM User to create a new user. Provide a valid email address for each new user because the email address requires verification later. If we want to adopt permissions from an existing user, we can select the user from the list. For this tutorial, we can skip this. On the next page, if this user should be part of an existing group, we can select the user group as needed. Next, Permission Scope defines which asset folders the user can access. You can create and manage asset folders in the Asset Management portal. Selecting My Assets will give access to all the assets in the account. Finally, we can choose a permission profile to associate with the user. Let's select the one we created before. We can preview the permissions here and then click Next to review and confirm the user creation. Now that a user is created, the admin can click Generate Password to generate a password link. For initial password setup, use a secure method to send the link to the designated user, along with the account ID and username. Moving on to the IAM user groups. Groups are simply a collection of IAM users with a permission profile associated at the group level. Once a user is part of the IAM user group, any permissions previously granted to the user are overridden by the permission profile associated with the group. To create a group, click Add IAM User Group. Type a name and description for the group and click Next. In the next step, select the asset folder permissions and choose a permission profile for the group. Then we can click Add User to select users to add to the group. Let's select a couple of users. And then in the final step, review the permissions and confirm the group creation. If you need to update the permission profile, you can modify permission profiles as needed. When you modify a permission profile, users associated with the modified profile are set to the updated permissions. Let's update the IAM permissions from admin to read-only and update the profile. Next, API users are allowed programmatic access to FortiCloud services. Click Add API User, type a description, and associate a permission profile. The profile allows access to product APIs for enabled portals. Once an API user is successfully created, an API user ID is generated, which acts like an API key. Next, the Migrate subuser menu is used to migrate any legacy subusers to the IAM user model. The Account Settings menu provides account-level control for IAM admins to enforce two-factor authentication at the account level, or exempt certain users from the two-factor authentication if needed. It is highly recommended to enable and enforce two-factor authentication at the account level for better security. Now that we have seen admins creating users, let's view how the newly created IAM user can access the account. Admins should use a secure method to provide IAM users with their account ID, username, and the password reset link. IAM users can go to the link and reset their own password to adhere to the password policy. To log in, IAM users select IAM Login and use the account ID or alias, username, and password to log into FortiCloud. Next, IAM users click Get Verification Code to receive an email with a code that will be used to verify the email ID. The email verification step is required only once. After successful verification, this IAM user can access the account based on the permissions set by the admin in the permission profile. In this example, this IAM user has read-only permissions to IAM Portal, which allows the user to view the IAM Portal, users, groups, and profiles. But the user is not allowed to access account settings or permission profiles to create additional users or profiles due to the read-only permissions granted. FortiCloud accounts logged in with email credentials or any IAM user with admin access to IAM Portal can create permission profiles and manage users and groups. Please note, if there were any permission profiles set up before introducing IAM permission profiles, they are automatically converted to permission profiles. For more information, please visit docs.fortinet.com and navigate to FortiCloud Account Services and IAM documentation.